Ooh, we're live. Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear us? Okay. Hello, hello.
Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Can people
And
hear?
we're getting some yeses. We're getting some yeses. We're doing good.
Can you hear
So
us?
far,
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
awesome.
Volume good. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're live.
Awesome.
We
That is
sorted out
so
our.
good. Wow,
You guys can see
we're
me
rookies
though.
now. We're
Yeah,
rookies. We don't know
I'm
how to do this
rusty.
anymore. I'm not rusty. I can talk forever, whatever. It's just I talk too much.
I think the last time they saw me, I was on a different games stream. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, you're cheating on us?
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, troopers.
Killer
It's
shirt.
not
Yes,
you.
isn't that
It's me.
awesome? Isn't that awesome? This is the Casper Van Dien shirt. How sick is this, right? As sick as this.
And if I knew you were putting it on, I should have grabbed mine as well.
Yeah, yeah. You're at home. Just put a pause on there. Just walk away and put your shirt on. I'll keep them occupied while you go put your shirt
Okay,
on, Galen.
I'll be back. We'll be
All right,
back.
Galen's gonna go put his shirt on. He's a pure trooper. So how you guys doing? Okay, while he's gone, let's anything you guys want, secrets or anything like that. Anything you want to know about Astraea? This shirt, you can get this shirt. We got it online. We went and ordered them. You can speak freely. I always can speak freely. There you go. Oh, you got the blue one. Sick.
Okay, we're back.
I want to get all the colors, so I've got to figure that out.
We have our beach shirts on, even though it was like snowing like 2 days ago over here.
Yeah, well, where you're at, it's like 20 degrees here today, so it's really nice here. We've had really nice weather. You're in real Canada. We're in fake
Well,
Canada.
well, welcome
All right.
everybody to our April Q&A. It's been a while.
Yeah, we
Got a
completely
lot of
forgot about it. We
questions.
just forgot to do them, right, Astra?
Yeah, we have we had updates in the meantime. So
Yeah, we've done a lot. We've done a lot, right? So there's been a lot going on. So yeah, there's been no shortage of stuff happening in the game. So it's really cool.
yeah, so people submitted questions on Discord as always. You can ask
Yeah, I was
live as
reading
well.
through those and I was like,
Yeah,
I think I could talk to most of them, to be honest with you, without really,
no restrictions anymore.
I don't think so. I don't know if everybody will like the answers, but that's up to them.
All right. Yeah. Everybody, you guys put your questions in the chat. We'll get to them. I think
Yep,
we'll start the Discord.
sure.
Um,
Let's do it.
let's just start running through. I guess we're just starting lightning round from the
Yeah,
beginning.
like we got like less than an hour here, right? So we got to go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. All right. From Killian, are you planning in-universe based cosmetic options?
In-universe cosmetic options
Like a throwback from the movies or like,
oh yeah, I mean we kind of our general uniform set color palette wise is kind of there's not a lot that the universe has from a palette perspective, right? It's pretty much been standard across the motion pictures, but wherever we can draw from those we will, but we're kind of trying in the cosmetic realm, trying to push the boundaries a little bit more, add a lot more flair, as you can see with the tiger, the warrior pattern and things like that. So when it comes to cosmetics, we're kind of not want to ground in the more muted colors. We want to push that envelope a little bit more. So if there's an
right.
opportunity per se to grab a set from the films, we will, and we are working on one that's featured in the early part of the movie. That's an important part of the character growth for Rico. So yeah, there is one coming in that realm for sure.
I see. Um,
Yeah,
questions. How will the bug hole system work?
you can't ask me that question. That's like we've been working on that since like gosh, I want to say late September last year. The actual infrastructure. I don't really want to go into that detail because I will speak poorly on the technical side, and my engineers will make me walk down washout lane probably. But we are going to do an extensive dev blog on that because it's the spawning system, it's the tech behind that, allowing us to fully manage what comes out of each spawn location, out of each bug holes, more of the how it's being presented in the world. from a gameplay mechanic perspective, but it's everything underneath it is completely new. Good news is pretty much on track. Everything we're doing now is getting all the existing missions and everything set up for it. But we will do a comprehensive devlog on it and explain to the best of our abilities, the underlying technology around it. But like from a high level point of view, it allows us to do two things and interact into the world when it comes to enemy spawning and stuff without actually doing client updates. That's the really big power behind it. We can do a lot of stuff via servers, which is something that we're really excited about. But yes, and that will be coming, like that devlog will be in the next couple months, right? As we prep for a midsummer release right now to get our new spawning tech in. So that's really something we're focused on.
Exciting. From Who's That Guy? What will company customization entail?
Oh, great. We just actually went through that. So we're doing our update to our Galactic front in 1.5, making that much more accessible. Talked a little bit about that in a Project Lead update. The second part later towards the end of the year, so you'll be able to have medals, badges, frames, unique icons for your company, and it's going to be part of the company progression system where with the GF rework part one that's happening, Intel no longer becomes a currency used to purchase operations. It becomes your currency to level up your company to expand the customization set available, but also expand the number of people in your companies and other features we want to add down the road. So it's really cool. There's a lot of cool, unique combinations. Like you'll be able to put a frame with an icon with a medal and stuff like that. So you can mix and match a bunch of stuff. And we're really focusing on in-universe iconography on it and actual movie iconography in it. So I'm very excited. And that's coming towards the end of the year. Again, everything is subject to change, but this is a feature we really believe in and we want to grow that part of our community. So, yeah. And we'll be sharing some of those towards the end of the summer, later in the fall, as we get closer to locking down the date for that update.
So you have been sharing a lot with those development updates, and we have some questions in relation to that.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
share too much, right? You guys, it's
yeah,
all your fault, Astraea. You and the marketing team. It's like, hey, we need this for the letter, we need this, got to give us something cool, give us something cool. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna have nothing left soon.
but in relation to that, in previous roadmaps, we featured certain topics such as like we had like I think we had classes and Marauder or something like that.
Oh yeah,
And now they're not on it. What is the plan for those topics now
yeah.
going
So
forward?
we shifted our focus after launch, right? We heard the community feedback. We wanted to get back to shoring up the core of the game, making sure it's bulletproof as possible. And I think we've gone down that road and had a lot of success in that with update 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. We're really fixing long-term bugs, performance, quality of life issues, and adding cool little features, big features into the game as well. But that, when I think it was very ambitious when we launched the game, we had this roadmap that could technically go out 4 or 5 years. And we really want to narrow the focus down to what we're working on, what's coming up next. So just because you don't see things like Marauder, the Marauder program, which would be the first phase of that, would be a Babar, for example, doesn't mean it's not coming. It's not right now a priority because there's bigger priorities like server optimization, game optimization, optimization, weapon optimization, all those types of things, plus adding features. And not everybody can work on the same thing, so we have to make sure we're utilizing everybody's skill set. So, and that's kind of where we're at right now. All those things are still on the plan for, the next, you know, couple of years, like because this game is going to be in active development for a long time. So yeah, the things we've talked about will come to the game, and if it's not going to come to the game, we'll give you a reason why. And one of those examples is Zero the Federation. It was removed off the roadmap. We thought we had a path forward with that, and we started testing it. It just wasn't good enough. Like playtesters told us internally, it wasn't good enough, and we backburnered that now, and we're really just focusing on how can we work on our current difficulties and make those more engaging and more interesting mechanics. So, but we'll communicate those things out as we go.
We did have something that did come out though, which was Ultra Dynamic Sky. They were wondering, is there anything you could tell us for X11 in
Yeah,
regards
so
to
X11 did not get it in this release. We are open to get it in around 1.5 or 1.6, and because it's X11, it's very light atmosphere there, fairly light atmosphere around the rock. We will put it in. We don't think it'll have the same type of weather anomalies or any weather anomalies that you're seeing in other planets, but we are looking to do something unique to that world. But yes, it will be getting the UDS treatment, the ultra dynamic sky treatment.
Let's see what else. I wonder if anything from the chat I can grab. Someone said runs great on the Steam Deck. I know that was an alpha thing that we just introduced.
Yeah, the Steam Deck. Yeah, that's something we've been wanting to do. So we did put out an alpha version of it on Steam Deck. There's still a lot of work to do there to get us into that. It's really weird because it's in an unsupported state, but if anybody's playing on Steam Deck, it's very playable across the board, but unsupported has more than just playability. It's also linked to text size, UI scaling, keyboard access, virtual keyboard access, stuff like that. We are still committed to work towards that playable status on the Steam Deck.
Oh, here's a big question. When will we see new bugs? The question that's always asked.
Yeah. So goal one, fix the ones we have, make them feel great. So part of that was fixing the bugs. In 1.4, we've updated and did some optimization on the nav mesh to make them navigate a lot more easier without getting stuck. So it's not as easy as like the worst thing we can do is introduce a bug and it just behaves poorly and stuff like that. So we really do want to introduce a bug. We have one that we're working on right now that we do plan to get out at the end of the year. It's a bug from the films. It's not the one you're thinking about, but it is a bug. It's not the hopper. I'll let you know that right now. It's not the hopper bug. That's a whole different kettle of fish because that's our game. We have to develop the technology for flying bugs, working through our nav and all that kind of stuff. And it's got to be compelling. It's got to really mimic the movie, right? So that one is still planned to come. Don't get me like it is coming, but it's not going to be the next one. The next one is from the film, and I could probably tell you what it is. Like it doesn't. Anybody can figure it out what the bug we're working on to come into the game. It's a big bug, and it's from the third movie. So there you go. You can do the math or connect the dots. But yes, we are working on that one. No, it's not the brain bug. Can't see how a brain bug is fun to fight. To be honest with you.
It just grabs you and you.
Yeah, it's been guessed already. Yeah, so we're working
They'll
on that
figure it
bug.
out. They'll figure it out. We did recently release a dev blog on the FedNet camera, the underbarrel. There's a few questions
Yeah, let's
regarding
do
the
it.
camera. How often will they be able to pick it up and use it?
Oh, so it's two different ways you can do it. So it'll be available on Mutator on missions, just generally placed in the world. You'll be able to find them in the world, and it'll say a mutation that the FedNet, the camera is available. But also in Arc game mode, there'll be side objectives related to it that you have to do something with that camera. So we'll let people explore that when it comes out. Now, when we do launch 1.4, that mutator will be active quite a bit across the board. So we want everybody to be filming to the art's content when it goes out, and protecting the camera person because it's super important. Because like a lot of people in our game say, like they want new ways to gain XP. Trust me, you're going to want to have somebody with a camera in your mission if possible. So, and we're going to get feedback from the community. If that's something they don't like having on a mutator, just want it available all the time, we'll explore that also. But it's I don't want to speak for our closed beta testers, but they seem to be having a lot of fun with it. So
So some
one
people
last
have
thing I'll
seen.
add to
Oh,
that, with the camera, we actually got the ability to, well, we took advantage of it and added a whole lot of new kind of lore into the
nice.
game. So it's kind of interesting when you're filming and you look on the FedNet news. There's a lot of cool lore there too. So keep your eye out for that stuff.
Are there any concerns about the team going to look for cameras? They're prioritizing the main objective.
That's the beauty of our game. Manage your squads. You like that's the beauty of it, right? We don't keep you on rails too much, right? And that's up
They
for
also have to
the
survive if they get the camera, right?
yeah, exactly. As we all know, the survival rate of cameramen working for FedNet News is not the highest. But yes, it's we don't want to be that director base like with our community. If like you got somebody running out looking for a camera, well, choose to help them out or not.
Ooh, I see some pretty interesting questions.
Yeah.
People have seen the map has changed since last Galactic Front. Are there
What
any
map?
future plans? Well, some maps have changed, it seems, from the
Oh,
past Galactic Front. Are there any future plans or plans to go
so
back and expand earlier
that's a great
maps?
question. Boreas was the Galactic Front was successful. You got a foothold, so it reflects that with some federations got a foothold. They're more confident. They put some buildings down, some satellite relays. So absolutely, our goal is, and if you win or lose, there may be changes to the map. Maybe if you lose, the map just goes away and you lose access to it. Like there's consequences to not winning fronts. Also, like there's perks too, right? Like there's a lot of cool perks. I for one love the fighting retreat. That's really cool to have, especially when you're starting a new class and you don't have your perks yet. Your galactic perks are there, and it's really good as a starter to start up, and especially the fighting retreat as an engineer is really quite fun.
See someone asking what's the name of the upcoming film. I don't think that's something we know.
I don't know. I have no idea. Starship Troopers, something.
Yeah, Starship Troopers. Something, yeah.
Yeah. Rico's Revenge.
Oh, there's always a question of will we see XYZ weapon from the film? I think we always stated
Yes.
that
Yeah.
maybe. Like
Underbarrel's
yes.
dead. The Merito 2 is scheduled for 1.5. The nuke launcher we're working on, Merito 3. So there's a bunch of stuff we're working on. Yep.
I
Absolutely.
think we talked about that last weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have. Is there any plans to expand the building mechanic?
Yes. Yeah. There's plans. It's not imminent right now, but there are plans to expand adding buildings, but they have to be a reason to put a building in, right? It can't just put one in and it does really nothing really meaningful. So for both the engineer class and for the main base building. So yes, there are plans for that. We're actually we have got really good designs and started work on a few of them. Yep.
Will there be any additional trooper customizations besides skins?
I'm not sure I understand that question. Like,
So like adding like sort of like physical parts, like a different backpack or something like that. I
not at
imagine
this time. No, we're really locked into the armor. That's not something that we're looking towards. We like augmenting it, and there could be possibilities of like decals on armor, stuff like that in the future. But as of right now, we have a lot of customization with the visor, the helmet decal, the uniform, gun skins, stuff like that. We're going to really kind of stick in that lane for now and continue to go down that road. Again, we have to be true to the IP too, right? So.
Here's a big question. Is there any details on the new map that you could share, whether it's urban
I
or
could
not?
share tons. I can share tons, but I won't. Not at all. Not at all. It was.
That's
I can tell you, it's
unfortunate.
already been guessed in Discord.
Oh wow.
Exactly it. And within
Oh yeah.
moments of me teasing something, it was guessed, and I had to just kind of not talk about it again. But yes, we'll share that news probably late summer. Like it won't be long. Late summer. Like we'll let you know exactly what it is. Yep.
Let's
But
see
it's
what
not
else
what you
is
think it
there.
is. Sorry, I can't give all the secrets away.
Yeah,
Gotta
it's
have
gotta be
something to be look forward to knowing about, right?
exactly. Let's see what else. I'm looking through Discord. Is there any planned changes to the Galactic front coming?
Yeah, that's what I've talked about that. So 1.5 with the new front that's going to hopefully launch in 1.5. So you'll no longer need to purchase company operations. They will be in general rotation. In the play menu, you'll have 2 there, and they'll be on a time. So they're timed. They're not tied to progression per se. They're tied to milestones, and you can always say these are less and these long, this long, and you'll be able to quick match. Quick play will have a filtering system. So this is new. I already mentioned we were going to do some filters, so you'll be able to choose quick play into general missions or into Galactic Front operations. But we're expanding that, which is new to the world. You'll be able to set your filters for what difficulty you want and what mode you want. So you could, if you only want to play in Horde mode on general missions, you could set your quick play to do that. Of course, it comes with the warning that the more you limit your quick play options, the longer it might take to get queued in. But we have talked to people, and they really want a little bit more decision making in what they play. So if they don't like Horde and they love AAS, maybe they just only ever quick play into AAS matches. And so that's coming with 1.5 also, which we're super excited about. So that you'll have a whole new menu for that, for the select your filters.
Yeah, I think there was a question about matchmaking, so that should address some of that as well.
Yeah, it'll, like, again though, if you limit your choice, you might have in off-peak times, wherever your region is, you may have some challenge there. So you should open up your matchmaking queue, stuff like that. So yeah. But I'm really excited about that as someone who prefers certain modes over others. And also depending what kind of mood I'm in too when I go in and play. Do I want to play an hour and a half arc match in the evening, or do I want to play 2 or 3 AS matches, or do I just want to jump in with 10 of my buddies and play Hive Hunt all night, right? So things like that.
Oh, this is an interesting question. Have we ever given any thought to an in-game communication wheel?
Like
Like
uh,
you pull up a menu and it says like yes, no, or thank you.
yes, there has been a lot of thought around that, and like one day adding emotes into the game and stuff like that. So yeah, there has been thoughts around that. Not a high priority right now, but something we are looking towards for sure. Yeah, like doing an emote like saluting and stuff like that. 100%.
This one asked if we could have voice lines from the movies as part of the communication wheel.
See, you all are the voice lines from the movie. That's your job.
Have you been in contact with the Terran Command developers? I'm pretty sure we did a collaboration stream
Yeah,
with
yeah,
them.
yeah. They do
Um,
their thing, we do our thing, and we're
yeah,
happy for each
we're
other.
completely separate.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, multi-crewed weapons. We already have one, the solo one with the turret. Is there a possibility of something showing up that requires more of that?
Not right now. Not right now, but it's not a crazy idea. That's for sure. Yep. We've got some
Let's see, is
crazy
there?
developers here who likes to do stuff that you know, you can go into a bunker and there's a control panel and you can do all kinds of weird stuff. Like there's like tons of crazy stuff that happens all the time. So I never say never to that kind of stuff.
Let's see, what's questions in chat? I'm trying to balance them.
I accidentally
Um,
let something slip and nobody called me on it, so I'm quite glad.
well, now they're gonna analyze this entire stream,
It
trying to
was just
find
a
it.
few minutes ago when I was talking about the quick play filters. Can you get a
Oh yeah,
cosmetic for a helmetless trooper from Tank Dempsey? No.
what is the Rico skin coming?
What Rico skin?
I don't know, just in the chat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So yeah, we are actually going to have a general cosmetics. We are planning to put that into the game in the next 3-4 months for people to go and buy. And yes, it was an interesting color combination and theme that Casper wanted for that. So yes, we are committed to doing something like that.
Let's see. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. What are the hardest challenges of programming across platforms? What platforms do you feel strongest in?
From a development standpoint, well, I won't pick any favorites. Obviously, that would, because we develop on Xbox and PlayStation and Steam and Epic. They're all hard and they all have unique challenges. I can tell you right now, obviously, console is the most challenging because you have to go through their certification process, which we've done brilliantly well for our last bunch of updates. I'll knock on wood there. But when PC, you don't have those restrictions, right? But PC, you have the challenge of dealing with a very diverse hardware set, which we struggled with, right? Like there's people playing our game on our min spec. We upgraded the engine. I won't go down that road anymore, but that was necessary to bring us things like UDS and Carnage system and stuff like that. So they all have their unique challenges and benefits, that's for sure. The console comes with the benefit of being a very stable platform because it's one hardware config for the PlayStation and two for Xbox. So yeah.
Oh, this one was about that development update where you mentioned there might be changes to a game mode. Is
Yes,
there anything you
I
can
just leaked it actually. So in 1.5, our goal is Hive Hunt will be converted to 16 player. Our focus in our game is 16 player. It's a big part of our update to our spawning system. We really want to focus our core, everything we do here on the 16 player player feel and balance it exactly like that. You will be able to jump in a Hive Hunt with 16 people. It will be phase one of it. So we'll get it before the new spawning system. So it'll probably be a little bit unbalanced, very unbalanced for 16 players, but you'll be able to start it with 8. And, it'll stop backfilling at a certain point when you hit a certain core. So you could have missions of 8, 10, 12, whatever. But there's going to be a mechanic change in it. There's no more rush to hive. So you will be actually escorting nukes through the caves from start to finish to detonate on there. So you will need to coordinate with your team. So that will be coming in 1.5. So will be a fully 16-player multiplayer mode. So all matches, Hive Hunt will go into quick play, all that wonderful stuff. We're very excited about that. We know where our bread is buttered. It is 16 players. It's not 4 players, and 16 players is where we're going to go. Now, that being said, there are a lot of people that love 4-player Hive Hunt, right? That's going to be something we're going to start testing towards the end of the year, early next year, as our test bed 4-player hives for our player-hosted servers as a test bed and how, because it's a lot easier to host a 4-player experience than it is a 16-player experience, whether on PC or console. So that's going to be something we'll shift towards development. And that's a long-term effort looking like 26, 27, but that's the goal for that. But yeah, we're very excited about, 1.5, Hive Hunt, 16 players. It'll still be very unbalanced. It'll feel janky from a bug spawning perspective, but that all hopefully will get cleaned up in 1.6 with our new bug spawning technology. So we're really excited about this, and it really just allows us to balance the entire game much easier, which we really need to be doing as a small, tiny development team like we are. We have to take those wins when we can get it. Told you guys got to get all kinds of interesting information today.
Yeah,
Pays to show up.
I think I just saw my question was, what can you leak?
I gave you Scorpion Bug. I gave you Scorpion Bug, Marita 3. I will not give you the new planet.
Oh, you mentioned 16 players, but someone asked, is it possible that will ever expand to more?
Not at this time. There is a possibility way down the road once there's a super secret tech that we want to get to after bug spawning that might allow us to do some stuff. But right now, 16 players where it's at for us. Yeah.
I suppose on top of bug spawning, many have mentioned like the tanker's appearance. Will it become more frequent or how will that change besides being tied to the mutator?
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble.
You can plead the fifth if you need to. We can move on.
Yeah, I think I might on that one. We've got plans for that tanker. Yes, that's all I'm saying. I don't want. Yeah, you guys got to look forward to June a little bit for some more
Yeah.
information. So yeah,
We do need to slowly drip feed something, though.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Um,
I was on a stream yesterday or Monday or whenever with Casper, which we fought the tanker and low grav. That was a hoot.
it's a pretty fun modifier.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? I need some more questions. Are there plans for firing modes?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, the underbarrel is our first
Yep.
dual firing mode weapon. The Marino 2 will be dual firing also. So once we get those two in, who knows, right? Yep.
Oh god, tanker ambush.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? I don't know.
I don't think anybody will survive that.
Yeah, I know it's tough to take the tanker down in general. It's a challenging fight, but yeah, more to come on that one.
From the engineer mains, is there anything, well, like, will we be adding any more unique structures for engineers?
Yes, most likely. Yes, there's one in design right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's see.
There's a question here. Give us an update on the Hero of the Federation difficulty. Well, I kind of did in a little bit. So
Yeah.
it was moved to the roadmap. We actually put some work into it. We put it in our playtesters. They grabbed it. It was okay, but it felt kind of mediocre. And when we looked at it, the decision was made that we did not want to put out an extra level of difficulty if it wasn't driving the game forward and meaningful to the players. We don't want to do just a stats, make the bug squishier and you weaker. We didn't want to do that. We want to add interesting mechanical changes. So it's gone for now, but what we're going to do is kind of look at some new things we can do with our mutator system, with our gameplay mechanic system, and see if there's things there that eventually can morph its way into hero difficulty. So yeah, right now it's development's paused. We heard the feedback. It just wasn't good enough. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to put it out.
Ooh, here's a nice one. I think this was previously on our roadmap. Is there the addition of a player hub? Sort of.
Yeah, that's something that was initially on the original roadmap, and it's still something we would like to look at down the road for sure. Because it's still there. Like I said, anything that was on our original roadmaps is still something that's on the list eventually. So, but again, it's got to be done right. And it's got to make sense. Yep.
Let's see. Oh, we have a few questions about just like AI and pathing for both the trooper bots and bugs. Is there any updates there?
Nothing meaningful I can share right now. The trooper bots we're looking at optimizations on those for on the server for especially because right now if they come in onto a mission, they tend to have a big impact on the server. So when 1.4 launches, we will not have those side missions active. We do have a really nice optimization for them, and we will patch that back in after 1.4 goes live. So the goal, first of all, is get them performance so we can have more of those missions available. But as of right now, we don't want to release 1.4 with them as is because of the server impact. And so we've got the fix for it, but it's a little bit too risky to put 1.4 because 1.4 is coming really soon, right? So we're in the final stages of going through testing on that. So and bug fixing. So we just felt like right now we're gonna disable them for a little while when 1.4 goes out, and then patch as quick as we can when we get to proper testing on the optimization. Oh, it's only going to be for a short time. Of Dust 55.
Let's
Yeah,
see. More
if you
questions.
watch the stream with me and Casper, if you watch that closely, and if you can see how I dealt with it. So anyway.
Low grav was brought back. Any old or new modifiers coming?
We brought back low grav.
Yep.
There's a bunch we're gonna probably dust off, fix up a little bit, and get back. Plus some new ones. The team is really excited about adding some new crazy mutators.
Will it be fun for them? Time will tell.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do we have? We
Oh,
have a question.
I got a question in here. You can ask one if you find it before. I'm scrolling to the Q&A. Here's one. Is there any developer interest in creating a new take on Horde mode? This is from Rabid Rabbit. Okay. Yes. And yes. Yes. Horde will be getting a refresh in early 2026. That's the goal. There's a developer here that's very passionate about it. That's got a lot of us passionate about it. Yes, we want to do stuff. So I can tell you one thing is going to be changing with Horde mode is we're going to be updating it really soon that it no longer requires a kill count in the rounds. It's going to be time-based. So your rounds will be time-based and allows us some flexibility in different lengths of rounds, stuff like that. So that change will be coming in the near future to Horde. And then that's not there's going to be a bigger refresh to Horde, hopefully early next year is the goal. Yep.
I guess in terms of time, is there any thoughts on adding an endless mode?
There's lots of thoughts on that. I'll just leave that out there. Somebody wants to know, will we be able to know the band numbers? No, that's
Nope.
not appropriate to share those. There's a
That's
lot.
for our eyes only.
There's a lot.
Oh, I guess a
Go
part
ahead.
of Horde will build time be increased after waves are complete.
To be determined. I just
Let's
can't
see.
remember off the top of my head. That's basically the answer.
All right, got some simple questions. Will we ever add an option to pick your voice? I think we answered that
Um,
before. No, right? Like it's just
no, not in the main
you are
game.
who you are.
Yep.
Any plans to add a bestiary?
Not right now, no. But I've always talked a lot about wanting to have a codex or something in the game that would explain a lot of the point of things in the world, like what's Valaka, like a little bit more of those stuff. So that's still on the to do plan for sure.
Oh, this one's interesting. This was tied to the poll that was uploaded today. Is there any plans in regards to the base building tutorial to be
Not in
revamped?
imminent, but we are sourcing feedback because we like to make that better. Like it's kind of meh, meh right now. It's my opinion. It's not good. We want to make it good.
Let's see. What else? Oh, any sidearms? We are adding a bunch of primaries that like they've seen.
Maybe, yes, there are some pistols coming. Probably not this year. We want to focus on primaries this year. But yes, we have some pistols.
Uh, New classes, I believe. Any
Oh,
plans for
yeah.
that?
New classes. Yes, there'll probably be a new class next year.
Oh, next year.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. There's a question here somebody had about Merida 2 details. I give some details on a Merida 2. It's a dual firing weapon. It has burst fire for the rifle component and a grenade launcher for the underbarrel attachment. And the plan right now, and this could change, the plan for it is to we'll add one level to the classes across the board. So it'll go to 16 and that will be the unlock for every class. That's the plan right now. And of course, Marina 2 will have its mastery system also.
Let's see. We have what? We have like 15, 12 minutes left, 14 minutes left. So start put it in your questions if you haven't had anything answered yet. That's my reminder for everybody. We have gone through quite a lot of the Discord questions, so
Oh,
any
there's
live
a
ones?
question. Are you going to develop current maps more? Yes. So we are going to develop the current maps, so the current worlds. So Velaka, Agni, X11, they're all planned to, and Boreas all planned to revisit them, and it could be adding a new play space, adding a new play space on the planet, stuff like that. So yes, 100%.
Oh, so ask again about dismemberment for both bugs and troopers.
Yeah, so well, the bugs already explode in a pile of stuff. But for troopers, not right now. It's not something. It's not only technically challenged, but we have to make sure it works in the game. Like because we have a bleed out system. When do you get dismembered? Do you take that empowerment away from the player so that they're sitting there waiting for bugs to come rip them apart, stuff like that. So it's being actively discussed a lot.
Will there be an improved melee weapons for non-engineer classes?
It's on the list, but not anything soon, for sure.
Any perks, nades, skills, utility in general coming?
Perks, yes, through Galactic Front. Yeah, nothing in the utility realm right now.
Let's see, what else do we have in chat? Thoughts on a class like Elite Liaison that can call in airstrikes?
Sounds like a
Oh, I guess
boring
it's more
class.
like vehicular call-ins, more like.
Doesn't sound like a very interesting class, but it sounds like a very interesting mechanic, for sure.
Any plans to address low XP for support classes, focusing on support roles?
Yeah, so it's a big part of what we want to do is give, pretty much we want to empower or reward players by for any class doing things that are positive. We want to have XP to that. So we try to do that in almost every update. We try to add new things that they can get XP on. So we're going to continue to do that also. Yes.
Someone said cameraman class, but we have a camera coming in,
No, there
so
won't be a cameraman class. If we do a new class, it's going to be more of a PsyOps commander class. That's the direction we're going at right now. Like, controlling a bug, that kind of stuff. That's the direction. Whether that materializes, we don't know right now. The level cap raise for 25, we're not gonna push it more than level 16 right now. If we can find something interesting we want to do for 17, we will. But right now, we're just gonna push it 1 to give everybody the Merida 2.
oh, are there any changes coming to the reinforcement ticket system?
Might be some tuning updates to it, depending on some stuff happening. But yeah, there might be. But right now, it's in a really good spot. Like we feel that it's not punishing on easy difficulty. Makes you think about your friends a little bit more on medium and hard. So yeah.
Will there ever be charge-up weapons or overheating weapons?
Charge up perhaps. Overheating probably not. Federation tech doesn't overheat. It just works.
It just works, trademarked. Let's see, chat. We have 10 minutes. We're entering actual lightning round.
Mm-hmm.
Better post your questions.
I'm just looking at some more on the Discord because there was a few there. Any future plans for re-enlisting? That's from Barking Worm. Not right now, but we are always looking to stuff that we can add value outside of getting an extra loadout slot. And plus, with the addition of perks and weapons and stuff like that, having extra loadout slots is a really big benefit because you can create different versions of classes that you like a different ranger, different sniper class, stuff like that. I use it a lot for my ranger and my engineer, creating different versions of them. Even my medic is like I have a loadout for my battle medic, for example.
This one's from Dracula Tepes. I don't know if you actually answered this one, but they were wondering, is bug holes the primary spawn point or just an alternate spawn
It's
point
just
for bugs?
an alternate. It's just another way for you to deal with the bug. It would be too
And
easy if it was just like a bug hole and that's all they came out of. But no, it's just another
from
thing you have to deal with because if you don't close it, they'll just
they'll pour
constantly.
out.
Yes, the bigger and the big bad ones come.
Minzy Matsu asked, well, getting single XP from breaking corpses would be nice.
Yeah, I want that too. I actually said that a couple days ago. It's like, why don't we have that? Especially with my engineer and my shovel. It's so much fun. But yes, that's on the plan. We want that. We really do. Because you're cleaning up. You're doing your part, right? You're cleaning up all the mess. This is a good question. Wings of Dust 55. How much have the original plans for the game changed since 1.0? Oh, that's a great question. It's changed a lot because, we really have to focus on the quality of life, the optimization, and all the things that really improves the core experience. And that has taken us a lot of time. And I think the game has improved significantly since then. So it just pushes things out. It just forces us to reprioritize, but it also allowed us to react to the community much quicker and be able to work on things that are smaller but have a bigger impact. But yes, it's I for one am really enjoying going into the game. Like UDS, for example, the Ultra Dynamic Sky system. That was a labor of love with a bunch of people on the team, and then we like what we put in, and then we just put it in our scheduling plan and said, let's build it, let's make it cool. And originally we weren't going to think we were going to get to weather anomalies, but that just we prioritized it, and I think it dramatically changed the game in a big positive. So, but yes, it has changed a lot. Yeah, we might get a new class next year. Absolutely, 100%.
This one from Tyler 97117 asks, any plans for adding sensitivity settings for controller?
Yes, that's something we want to do. Yeah, as someone who plays primarily on a controller on PC, yes. It just it's like not like if I've got to prioritize that versus optimization on the server with bugs, I'm going to choose the optimization always. And we've just had to make that choice a lot in the last 6 months. And so now we can make a little bit more of the quality of life choices.
Let's see, more questions from chat. Drop
I'm
them.
going to go through. Yeah, you go look at
Any,
chat. I'll go through
yeah,
Discord.
any attachments, such as a laser attachment or anything?
Not like that's coming right away, but we're always looking at filling out the mastery progression for weapons so that there's something at each level. So I would never say no to those types of things. Especially if it's
Oh,
something that you've seen in the movies, we'd look to find a way to put it into the game if we can.
this comes from the base builders. Will it ever be possible to know the structure's HP, like a total pool?
Oh, interesting. Because we are working on a phased approach for base building, and the first one's going to be economy, and then the next is going to be something in those lines. So we're going to phase it out in approaches, but yes, something along those lines. I don't necessarily think it's going to be an HP per building, for example, because that's kind of, I don't know, not something I feel like a first-person shooter with base building should have, but we'll see. But it is a part. First is doing the economy, redoing the economy, um, and that's like how much gas, how much ore, what stuff costs, all that kind of stuff.
Let's see what else. Oh man, there's just a lot of comments on what you've been saying. More than questions. Any plans to have a booth at TwitchCon sometimes, Rotterdam? I can tell you nothing planned, Tetra. Let's see. More questions. Submit them. We only have about 5 minutes,
5 minutes
so now's
left.
your time.
I guess everybody's done asking questions. Yeah.
I think they got like all the juicy bits out of the way. All the exciting ones.
Shirts from the bugs.
Oh, interior environments such as buildings, spaceships, etc.
Well, you got X11. That's pretty much interior, right? Right?
Any plans for movie-based maps such as Klendathu or Zulu?
No, we're focused on outside of the Terran system. We are deep space. But no. Nothing.
Any plans
planned.
for a DR8 Skyhook ship?
A what?
I don't even know what that one is, if I'm going to be honest.
A
I just saw it.
DR what?
DR-8 Skyhook ship.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's just a small dropship. It's already the smaller one.
What's can you rephrase the question or
It's
restate?
just that is the DR8 Skyhook ship coming to the game? We already have a dropship. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know if
already
we'll
have one.
add a smaller dropship.
Yeah, probably not. No vehicles. No. People say the Marauder, but no, it's the Babar M11. Marauder's the program. But yeah, no.
When are we getting? Oh, thoughts on an invite code system?
In what way? Like, what does that
I
mean?
guess, well, it can't you kind of just invite through Steam and platforms to make it easier from anyone from any platform to get in your lobby.
I don't know anything about
Yeah.
that. I think we've pretty much answered everybody's questions.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, right?
There's been a lot of them, but I think maybe like 2 more and we could close this out because questions
Yeah, I
are
think we've
slowing
done a
down.
really good job. We've answered a lot of questions. I'm just
So
making
let's
sure we
pick
didn't miss
2
anything in
more.
Discord.
Yeah. Let's see. Ask your questions. Urban map we already answered, I think. Nothing planned. If we can't get 2 more questions, we could probably just close this out. But oh, here's one. PvP mode, bugs versus humans.
Oh, you want to play as bugs? Why, you're a
Yeah.
bug sympathizer?
Yeah,
Write that
sounds
name down.
traitorous.
Yeah,
Who's
write
that?
that name down. We'll deal with
Lane
that.
7295. We'll deal with you later.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we'll pick one more question. Let's see.
Did I ever play PlanetSide? Yes. And PMO shirt camo. Well, there is going to be a cosmetic that has a similar kind of look to this. Kind of coming soon.
Oh, yeah.
Natural.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Again, hopefully we'll be able to do this again soon sometime. But yeah, I think we're done. There's no other questions coming out.
I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of it. If more, you can always drop them in the Discord and we'll try and answer them if we can.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. And if you see me in Discord, just ask me a question and I'll probably lie and be done with it. Last
maybe,
one.
maybe
Are airstrikes and orbital call-ins still on the cards? Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
We
know
can
when.
leave it at that. Let them
That's it for now.
fester and think about it.
Yeah.
But we shall call the Q&A here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for your questions. I hope we answered as many as we could.
Hi,
I think
everyone.
we answered like pretty much every Discord question.
I think we did. I think we answered more than we should have, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody. But we will sign off now. Take care.
Everybody have a great holiday weekend if you celebrate.
Yep.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.